We're going to turn now to those other two major weather headlines. A second earthquake hits New Jersey in a matter of days. This one, a magnitude 2.7. The epicenter was in Hillsdale, with tremors felt all around the region.
On top of that, there's an air quality alert. Another day of hazy skies due to smoke from the Canadian wildfires. New York City now with some of the worst air quality in the world as officials issue a health warning for sensitive groups. The New York City skyline, look at that, hidden behind the thick haze in this shot from Newscopter 7 in Linden, New Jersey. Yeah,
we've got it all covered for you. New Jersey reporter Toni Yates is standing by in Hillsdale. But first, we're going to check in with Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg. Lee.
Aftershocks and air quality, that's what we're covering in AccuWeather on a rather quiet weather week. It's about some other topics. Now, how about the minor quake? Let's attack that first. So that was over Bergen County, and that happened just after noon. And it happened along what's been fairly active, the Ramapo Fault. And that's a normal fault where you have some vertical displacement of the rock on either side of the fracture in the Earth's crust. But there's also what's called a strike-slip component, where the crust is moving like this, sliding against each other, and likely cause this minor quake and aftershock to the weekend quake. And this is in Hillsdale, New Jersey, a depth of nearly 8 miles, which you might be surprised is considered shallow. You have to get below 43 miles to be a deeper quake. And since it's shallow and on the harder crust of the East Coast, that emanates quite a way, and that's why we felt it so far away. Magnitude just below 3, considered a light earthquake. And you can see on all these blue dots, I know it's a little difficult to see, but it goes all the way in mid-Hudson Valley, central Long Island, down to about I-78 New Jersey, and obviously the dense reports come from northeast New Jersey into parts of lower Westchester. Well, this isn't unusual, because when you get a magnitude 3 or higher quake, there's nearly 100% chance you're going to get an aftershock within a week. There's even a 10% chance after you go past a month. So not shocking that we've seen that. We will monitor more quakes. Smoke and cirrus, that's what we're looking at too. The high clouds and the smoke, 2 more hazy days. Air quality alert is still in effect till this evening. We still could get some tomorrow, especially inland. The AQI's at 130 at unhealthy levels for sensitive groups. Over 700 wildfires in Canada and only 157 under control, and that smoke comes into the east. Similar orientation tomorrow, less so on Thursday. That's the near surface smoke. When you look at the visible smoke, there's waves of that that's going to continue in at least the first half of Thursday. Then I think things get better. Now we're at 83. You can see the real haze. The humidity isn't all that high. Through the evening, pleasant but compromised air quality and mostly cloudy skies. 60s to around 70 tonight. Barely 80 tomorrow. More clouds and sun, maybe even a stray shower at night. And again, improving air quality late week. Rain chances way down. You're going to love the weekend extended AccuWeather forecast. But the next 2 days, still iffy with that air quality. More AccuWeather in a little bit, guys.
All right, Lee, thanks a lot. Well, let's talk more about this earthquake and how people at the epicenter reacted to it. We got New Jersey reporter Toni Yates live in Hillsdale with more. Toni, did you feel it?
I didn't feel it because at the time I was south of where we are in Hillsdale at this point. But you know what, David? A 3.0 over the weekend makes a 2.7 on a Tuesday. A little more underwhelming, but that, of course, depends on where you were. So we spoke to a couple of different people who were in different places when it struck, and here's what they had to say. And then what happened?
I'm sitting in the kitchen at the counter, and it just went up and down and a noise, like grinding noise.
Did you know what was happening?
After it was over, yeah, I knew what it was.
What was it like?
It was a little scary.
If any California folks are in town, forgive us our fascination with what you guys would probably never even notice.
I was working.
And
I thought a car crashed into the building or something, but Facebook told me it was an earthquake.
But our little shakes and rattles are a little bit of a big deal on this coast. A 2.7 in the Hillsdale area today.
We were just building a new display and then heard some loud noises and then figured it was another earthquake because we've been having them a lot recently.
Yeah, but you knew it right away that was it.
More or less. There was only a couple things it could have been.
I thought a truck hit the house, and both of my cats took off running.
No major issues reported other than Chris's cat scrambling. But what is happening down below?
It's not that rare. And one thing that we do have that's quite different than out west is our crust is very old. So we feel earthquakes more intensely and from farther away for a given size. So if they're comparing to a magnitude 4 that they get or a magnitude 3, there tends to be more shaking here for the same amount of magnitude, and it's felt much more widely.
So after the professor and Lee Goldberg's expert scientific explanations, I can say we are waiting for the next aftershock. For now, we're live here in Hillsdale, New Jersey. Toni Yates, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
All right.